you're probably wondering why I use this. You know, I could have a fancy machine. Yeah, I've got the experience. I can use a fancy machine. Yes, I've got an industrial machine downstairs. I don't use it. But this one, if you look at new machines, they can't go through really, really thick stuff. Yeah, they struggle. Yeah, yeah, they can have all the fancy stitches and yeah, all that sort of thing. Yeah, but I've had all sorts of machines for the years. I bought this one about 15 years ago on eBay. Yeah, I was purposely looking for one. Yeah, I really did, you know, because really did need one. So this has been an absolute godsend. I do all my sewing on this. I'm running an Amazon business on a 1960s machine, which is some people have gone, what? But it works. Yeah, for the stuff I'm making, it goes through everything because it literally everything. There's no plastic on this. Everything is metal. It's just like a tank. There's no electricity in it. All you have is your motor, which is attached to the back, which is put onto your wheel there. So I could move that myself without any electric. Yeah, which I've had to do if I had to make a little order and I've just had one to finish off, and it's like, right, electric's off, blah 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 blah. And here you can still do that. So I rely on this one, and I rely on my, which is in the other corner over there of my workroom. Yes, this is a real workroom. This is what I do every day. This is a dedicated bedroom that is workroom. Yeah, don't look at the carpet. There's lots of threads. I'm not showing you that. At the other end, I've got my overlocker, which, like I say, before I bought in 1998, and that has been absolute godsend. It, you know, it's just goes through everything. It just keeps going. Yeah, where I make a lot of scrunchies. Yeah, so yeah, I've got some packaged up there. You know, just make lots of scrunchies. So we've got all these. So I would overlock that, turn it through, and make the scrunchies, which I will show you how. I'll do another video and show you how I do it. The way I do it is a lot quicker than I've had a look at YouTube at people doing these fancy videos with them, yeah, making a scrunchie. 5 minutes making a scrunchie. If I made a scrunchie in 5 minutes, I would not make any money. Honestly, yeah, if I'm doing this for selling, it wouldn't work. I need to be making a scrunchie in about a minute and a half. Yeah, to make it worthwhile. Yeah, yeah, you've got to, you know, put in your time worth. You know, your wages is your time that you're putting in making this. Yeah, so you need to make sure that you can't be making all week for, you know, make 30 quid. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. Yeah, so the way I do it, I put the mass production brain on, and I've fine-tuned it over decades. Yeah, I started making scrunchies in 1987. That shows how old I am. So I started making, because I started off just, you know, when I come out of school, didn't know what to do, got my driver's license. I started the markets, you know, because that's what I've been brought up as, a market trader as a child. So, yeah, I do what I know. And I started doing hair accessories because they are lighter weight and you don't have to have a big, huge vehicle to carry it all. So I started off with that, but first of all, I started buying all the stuff from the warehouses, you know, wholesale warehouses. And it's all stuff that's imported from China, probably. I would say China. And they were rubbish. They're so bad quality. Yeah, if I was sewing that, you know, got that from China, I have a bit across the edge just to seal the hole. They would just go straight in the machine, straight across. They haven't back tacked, so pull it, it will fall apart. And you found that all the fabrics were really bad quality because they're finding it's cheap fabrics, it's quick mass production. Yeah, so I I thought, no, I can make them myself. It's easy to make them. I'll figure it out. Yeah. So start from there, fine tune my thing. Yeah, how to do it, and now I've got it down to an art. Yeah, and I'm, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I make about 1,000 at least a month. Yeah, just to keep up. Yeah, so coming into busy seasons, it'll be 1,500 at least. Yeah, but do 1,000 a month because you might not sell that in that month when it's a slow time. Say anywhere from, I'm still selling them now actually, and it's October. But say November through to about February, March will start picking up again. So you've got all the way from March to about October. That's just the time that they're selling well. Yeah, but obviously I do other things as well. Yeah, I do other things. You can see like here I've got do peg bags. That's another thing I do. So that's why you see all these tapes and that. These are elastics for me scrunchies. So it's good to having this slat wall put up. I put it up about 6 months ago. This is because there was a local shop that shut down and they were selling off their slat boards for £5 a piece. So I thought, yeah, I'll have them, please. So I spent a day getting them drilled and put up on the wall, and it's made it so much easier because you usually just put everything in boxes, and then you have to try and match, and you can't remember where you've put them. Are they in that box? No. So if you've got it all there, every time I'm making stuff, I've got all my elastics ready. I've got all my tapes, etc. All the little bits that I would lose are all in the slat board, so that's worked well. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm diverting, aren't I? But anyways, if you want to see other videos of me making, I will do a video of me showing you how I mass produce my scrunchies. Yeah, which might be quite interesting to people. Yeah. Or I can, and I'll show how I can make one without, because I would make my mass production with my overlocker. Not everybody's got an overlocker, but I will show you how to make one just with your basic machine. All this machine does straight stitch, nothing else, no zigzags, no nothing. Yeah, so you can go forward, go backwards. Woo! So that's how technical that is. So if you can do it on this, you can do it on any home domestic sewing machine. So subscribe and you'll get notifications on when I get these posted and done. So I hope you enjoyed this, me waffling on, but it's nice to let you know where I'm coming from, who I am, and why I'm here. And I hope if there's any questions, just leave us a message. Quite happy to answer you. Okay, thank you very much, and bye.